Hi, Andrew from SACS. What is an effective leader? Well, a couple of key points that we want to make from an evidence-based, but also from a human point of view about leadership. Firstly, a leader is a person that other people want to follow. Now that's very different from a manager. A manager might be the sort of person that people want to follow, or they may not. A manager role is more of an administrative, strategic, tactical kind of a role. It's the cognitive part of human relationships. But there are people that we want to follow. They are the true leaders. Now, they may or may not be managers, and we've all seen situations where people have quite significant leadership impact in organisations, despite the fact that they don't have a very authoritative position. And also, we see senior people who have authority, but they're not really good leaders. So here's a couple of things that leaders need to be effective at. Firstly, they need to have an effective emphasis on well-being. They need to be able to create a positive work environment. They need to be able to create psychosocial safety. So psychosocial safety being that people have the capacity to come to work knowing that they're going to be enhanced rather than damaged by their work environment. Physical well-being, well, that includes practical stuff like occupational health and safety, but also the communication with staff to ensure that people have support for things like psychological challenges, which may challenge their physical well-being. Good leaders are able to ensure that appropriate behaviours take place in the workplace, and clearly that relates back to things like psychosocial safety and positive work environment. But additionally, there needs to be an emphasis on productivity. You don't have high levels of well-being typically in organisations that are not productive. People want to be proud of their workplace. And so what that means is there needs to be an appropriate emphasis on strategy and tactics. There needs to be an appropriate emphasis on profit if you're a for-profit venture, or sustainability if you're not, growth, innovation, customer or stakeholder satisfaction. So good leaders have the capacity to manage the psychosocial and interpersonal aspects of the work environment, but also to ensure that the team is going to be successful and can be proud of what it's achieved. So if you're a leader, there are some important questions to ask yourself. Do you feel you're the sort of person that people want to follow? Do you emphasise well-being and take action to ensure that takes place? And do you have an emphasis on productivity? As ever, if this content is of use to you, then please don't hesitate to like and subscribe.